Hey guys! So this is the bullet journal setup I'll be using for Camp NaNoWriMo this April. And I'm starting out with writing down a few writing quotes that I really enjoy. And I'm going to put that on the left page just because I didn't really want to have a double spread starting out. I wanted to just have an at a glance that was only one page. And it's actually easier for me to be using the right pages in the left with the current setup I have. So for this particular spread, I just did it this way. And I don't have the best, most coherent theme right now, probably because I am really busy, so I don't have time to do a more intense spread. So I'm just drawing a lot of suit sprites, and I'm going to be using some washi tape that has these forest trees on it, and that's pretty much going to be my quote-unquote theme. I'm not really gonna have anything super extravagant this month. Monthlies always take the longest to set up. I don't always do at a glances anymore because I actually have a better planner for things like that, but in this particular time I went ahead and made one just in case I need it, because a lot is going to be happening in April. So I'm not sure exactly how much use I'll get out of this, but because I'm having a hard time mentally keeping track of write-ins and sprints, because I'll set reminders on YouTube, but the reminders either don't go off at all or I get them out of order. So I've decided to actually write down a few of the dates just to keep them track in my head chronologically. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a word count tracker this time as well. I definitely can't do one daily. That's not going to work out for me. But I made this by week. So at the end or midpoint of every week, probably midpoint, I'll go ahead and write down roughly where I am, just so I have a little bit of a visual goal. This next spread is a spread I use all the time. It always gets used. It's my YouTube schedule. So I have an upload schedule where I actually write down which videos go up on which Fridays. For me, I just really like to have that visual reminder. And then I like to have some kind of spot where I can just jot down quick ideas that I'm probably not going to use that month but might use later on. Right now, it's kind of weird. I sometimes have some pretty cool ideas, but they're ideas that I really can't manage to do until I'm completely settled in a place, and that won't be happening for a little bit. So I usually don't draw anything in this point. Usually I just make it like a blank idea dump site, which you'll see on the next page. But for whatever reason, I actually wanted this to kind of look like a cork board. I'm not an artist, and you can tell, but I went ahead and made an attempt, and it was kind of relaxing to be coloring a little bit, even though I'm not the best at it. So this is the idea dump site. So this is where I am gonna do my variation, or the closest I'm gonna come to outlining. So when I first made the attempt of doing an outline for clock strikes, it didn't really work out. I kept moving away from it. So I decided to just kind of leave the idea of true outlining in the dust for now until I can experiment more with it. But I do like having a spot to write down random ideas and inspiration, because sometimes they'll be used in later scenes than the scene I'm currently on. So that can be useful. So that's what the idea dump site is, and it will be very disorganized, but kind of organized chaos. And then, as per usual, I really hate wasting daily spreads, which is something that happened to me last month, actually rather in February, which is why I never ended up creating a March spread, because I actually just ended up using February's because I didn't use it entirely, and I hate wasted stuff. So I actually ended up kind of rewriting dates a little bit and just utilizing what I already had. So February and March got fused together. So for this particular month, I'm just going to go ahead and only do the dailies as I need them, as days are coming up, instead of prepping them beforehand. I just really dislike pre-prepping. It never works out right for me. And that's pretty much it. So it's very, very simple, but that's the kind of layout I like. And this is the end of a novel that's mostly done, so there's not a ton to be writing in. So it's pretty straightforward. Honestly, I can't say exactly how much is going to be used, but there's definitely going to be pretty little waste. So thank you guys for watching, and happy Camp NaNoWriMo. Best of luck, everyone.